Liverpool could wait until next summer to sign their Kylian Mbappe alternative. Pedro Neto is said to be on the Reds' transfer radar but looks set to be out until at least October with a knee injury. His stats clearly indicate why he is of interest to Liverpool. Liverpool have shown that they are adept at planning for the future and being prepared to wait for the targets they want rather than panic buying players who don't fit into their master plan. We saw that with Naby Keita, who was allowed to remain with RB Leipzig for a further season before moving to England. And Virgil van Dijk, whom the Reds had to wait for after their initial attempt to sign him went awry. Something which they haven't previously done is waiting to procure an injured player who needs to regain fitness. But there is a chance this could occur over the next 12 months according to an article on Goal. It states that Liverpool like Pedro Neto of Wolves, who suffered a bad knee injury at Fulham in April and is expected to be out for around 6 months. He would probably have been at the European Championships with Portugal this summer, having earned his first 3 international caps earlier this season. Signing a Portuguese forward from Wolverhampton Wanderers worked remarkably well for the Reds last summer. As Diogo Jota had an excellent first season with the club, injuries aside. He knows all too well what Neto can offer, as he assisted Jota for his first goal in a second-half hat-trick against Besiktas in December 2019. The goal was a good example of the 21-year-old's strengths, as Neto received the ball near the halfway line and carried it all the way into the penalty area. Using some neat footwork to keep the ball away from 2 defenders. He span into a yard of space and crossed to the back post where Jota was waiting to head the ball home. If you've not seen it, think of Jordan Henderson's cross to Sadio Mane in the 3-1 win over Manchester City in 2019-20, and you won't be far wrong. But while it was a fine delivery from Neto, it was one of only 6 crossed assists he has provided for Wolves, per who scored. The far more common aspect of the move was his ability to drive forward with the ball into dangerous areas of the pitch. StatsBomb have a metric called progressive carries, which are dribbles that move the ball towards the opponent's goal at least 5 yards. Or any carry into the penalty area, and start from beyond the defensive 40% of the pitch. When it comes to this statistic, Neto is elite. Over the last year he has averaged 9.6 per 90 minutes, which puts him in the top 6% of attacking midfielders and wingers in England. France, Germany, Italy and Spain for this stat. For context, Curtis Jones averaged 10.0 in the Premier League in 2020-21, but played less than half as many minutes as Neto. While Sadio Mane 7.1 per 90 minutes, Jota 7.0, and Mohamed Salah 6.4 were further back in the Reds' standings. And although progressive carries can occur a long way from the opposition goal, that hasn't been the case for Neto. He is in the top 9% of players in his position for carrying the ball into both the final third and the penalty box. There is an interesting coincidence regarding the latter stat too. As Neto's total of 54 carries into the penalty area in the Premier League this season is identical to the tallies posted by both Mane and Salah. However, the Liverpool duo spent more time on the pitch and were obviously playing for a side who attack more and see far more of the ball generally. Neto is a good all-round attacking threat, as evidenced by his underlying statistics. He averaged 0.17 non-penalty expected goals per 90 minutes in 2020-21 and 0.22 expected assists. Only 16 other Premier League players who featured for at least 2,000 minutes can say the same. And there were only 6 who didn't feature for one of the division's established big clubs. Neto's figures were actually a touch better in 2019-20, so to be in amongst such esteemed company this season was not luck, it appears to be his level. There is every chance Liverpool will need to sign at least one forward next summer. Their established front three will all enter the final year of their contracts as things stand, and all will be in their 30s too. While Kylian Mbappe will likely remain an unrealistic target, Pedro Neto has the tools to enhance the Reds' attack in 2022-23.